What do you call a penguin in the White House? Lost. Mike with Iceberg Gaming here, and this is episode 9 of season 2 of the Noob Gold Challenge, your step-by-step guide to making gold on a new server. So as you guys know, for season 1 we hit the 10 million gold mark, and then I gave away 8 million out of that gold. So, yeah, I have like no gold left on that server. But anyways, we started over on a new server. And this is the 9th episode in the series. We started just before Dragonflight launch, so we've only been at this for like a month or so, and we had to do all the leveling and everything in that time period. Last week, we ended the week with about just under 700,000 gold on hand. We had only leveled our quote-unquote main to 70. We had a couple of low 60s, and that's pretty much it. Our crafters were in the low 60s and our main was 70, and we had about 700,000 gold on hand. This week we are starting the week with 700,080 gold on hand, so we've gained around like 6,000 in raw gold this week, and that is including the thousands of gold that I've spent on crafting. So we're probably looking at in the 10 to 15 gained in raw gold this week, so that's not too shabby. And as far as leveling, I pretty much only leveled our tailoring and enchanting character. That character is now to 66. The reason that I've been leveling that character is because that character needs a bunch of renown. So I figured I would take care of that character's renown first, and then that would give me the bonus renown for everyone else. So then we'll work on those at a later date. That's the thing about crafting in this expansion. You have to do the renown, so that's a lot of... It's very time consuming. Don't know if I love it. At first I thought renown was account bound, but alas, it is not. And up on the auction house right now, we have 186 posted auctions. If they sold right now, it'd be 715,000 gold. And now let's get into this week's sales. So we have 293 sales this week, the first 100 of which is coming in at 70,000 gold. Let's take a look and see what we got. So obviously we're going to see a lot of Dragonflight materials in here. Particularly Awakened Order has been a fantastic seller for me, as well as Draconium Ore. The price is finally coming down on that, so I'm actually going to start using that for crafting now that the price has come down. As well as Wraithbark has been a huge seller, but we've got a bunch of other stuff too. The price of Saxifrage has actually come up in the last week, so that's pretty cool. And then we've got some Bubble Poppy. That seems to have come up in price as well. Houchin Bloom is still really low, so I don't sell a whole lot of that, but you'll see some of that in here too. Khazragite Ore is a great price, so I'm selling that. And then basically I just sell anything that's like over 100 gold per piece, and I use everything else for crafting. So you've got a lot of Dragonflight materials in here. Serene Ink is the Dragonflight ink. So I started working on my Inscription character, but then I realized I needed a ton of Wraithbark for Inscription, and I've been selling my Wraithbark, so then I just went ahead and sold these inks since I wasn't using them. And then we've got our usual bag flips sprinkled in here as well. And these are Dragonflight crafted items. I'm very happy that those sold, especially since I just made them to level up. This one is from blacksmithing, and then these two are leatherworking, and this one again is blacksmithing. Isle Dorado fish. I usually call it El Dorado fish, but that one is the best price of the regular fish, so I usually sell that one and I keep the rest for making food. I'm thinking next week when Mythic Plus and rating starts that food and fish are going to go up in price, so look forward to that. Hopefully I'm right. We'll see. And then we have another 10,000 gold from Awakened Order. That's 22,000 gold just from Awakened Order so far for the week. Bunch of Netherweave bags in here. I'm so happy to see that these still sell because these are my top seller. The price isn't great, but I sell a ton of them. Draconium Sword is another blacksmithing item. And then we've got more materials in here. I got some enchanting flips. I have decided that I do have time now to go back and do all my old flips, so you're going to see those sprinkled in. They aren't high prices, but they are profit, and we will always take profit. More Awakened Order, and Saxifrage, and Khazragite, and Wraithbark. Nolan's House Special is a food that I got while I was doing my upcoming raw gold farm that I'm going to post within the next few days, probably over the weekend. Made around 6,000 raw gold in addition to a ton of materials, so look forward to that. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you get that. A few awakens in here, draconium, rousing fire. This was kind of an accidental sale, but I'm not mad at it. I'll take the gold, and I get tons of rousing fire anyway, so it's no big deal. Same old in here, just a whole bunch of Dragonflight materials, bunch of Wraith Bark. I have a video up on the channel, the best place to farm Wraith Bark. Link will be in the usual places, so check that out. Price is still high on Wraith Bark, but I think it's come down a little bit on the 1-star stuff, but it's still high on the 2 and 3. Imperial Silkworm is a battle pet. Moonberry Juice is a vendor item that I sold because of the Dark Moon Fair. And then we've got a couple of glyph and inscription flips in here. And then a mining pick and blue dye. These are all vendor items. It's crazy that those sell. But anyways, we'll open this up and see what is next. And for our second set of 100 sales, we have 95,000 gold coming in. That is a great gold per sale ratio. Love to see it. And starting things off, we've got more Dragonflight materials, a big Wraithbark sale. Dark Moon Dagger Maw is the Dark Moon Fair fish. I fished a couple of those up while I was doing the quest there. See my video about the quest there. You get free profession points and talents from that, so definitely take advantage of that before it goes away. Simple Flower is a vendor item. Definitely happy about that sale. Always happy when I can flip a vendor item from a couple copper to, well, in this case, 57 silver. But sometimes you can get gold and or more. Draconium or Bubble Poppy. I think, getting back to the vendor items, I think the best vendor flip I've ever done is an item that was like a couple silver I sold for 1,000 gold. So always keep your eye on those. And then we've got more Draconium ore, Severite ore, Rousing Order. Here, this is another vendor item, the Severite Rod. I've sold a bunch of these. The highest, this is the item that I sold for 1,000 gold. It's come down in price to something a little less outrageous, but we'll still take it. No-Cud Battle Knife is a cosmetic item that dropped when I was doing a one of the hunts. And then more Awakened Order, Wraith Bark, big Wraith Bark sale, Snowballs. I get these from the overloaded frigid herbs, and they apparently sell for a decent amount, so very happy about that. And then another big Awakened Order sale. And a design, and then more Draconium, Kazragite, Severite. Huge Wraith Bark sale in there. Big Awakened Order, Draconium, Refreshing Healing Potions. So I was selling the healing potions, and then I had an idea that they'll probably go up in price next week when Mythic Plus and Rating come out. So I'm saving all my potions for next week, and hopefully they'll go up in price. We'll see. Another huge Wraithbark sale. Another Kazragite ore. This big Severite ore. Some files in here. I've been leveling up my Alchemist. That's a lot of where the raw gold has disappeared to. Big Wraithbark, Bubble Poppy. That's great. Love that. More Wraithbark. A whole bunch of Satherite. More enchanting flips. And Mark of Sarga is the reputation item you get from the key farm, the Obsidian key farm, which unfortunately has been nerfed, so that is too bad. Let's open it up and see what is next. And our remaining 95 sales is coming in at 64.5 thousand gold. Not too shabby. Let's see if we've got anything interesting. So I'm going to skip over quickly things that we've already covered, like the Awaken/Rousing Orders. Draconium Knuckles and Axe is another blacksmithing item at craft. So is the Severite Hammer. Explorer is blacksmith. Pioneer is leatherworking. These two scepters are from enchanting. More Awakened Order. More Wraithbark. Kazragite. Linen shirts. Very happy to have those sell. Always a big, always happy to have shirts. Wow, we sold 4 shirts this week. Very cool. And then we've got some inscriptions in here. Oh man, my illusions sold. I have to recraft those. I didn't even notice that those sold. I have a video up on illusions. Check that out. It is a great moneymaker. And then just more Wraithbark, Saxifrage, Draconium, Enchanting Flips, Severite, Blauvelt family crest is a ring. I think it probably sells for twinking, but I don't know why else anyone would buy a low-level ring, but we'll take the sale nonetheless. And more enchant. The writs are actually Dragonflight enchants. I did those for leveling up, so that is good. Sack of Spiders is from my Hollow's End year-round farm. And then more leveling enchanting items. Alec Plushie is a battle pet from Draenor Tailoring. Blacksmithing Hammer. I find that hilarious that people buy those on the auction house. But anyways, we'll take their gold. Saxfrage, Kaisergite. Shrouded Cloth Bag is the Shadowlands bag. And some Shadowlands materials in here. I actually did my mission table while I was out and about one day, so that's where those materials came from. And then we got more Awakened Order and very nice shirt sale in here. These are a vendor shirt. See my video from about 2 weeks ago on the shirt vendor flip. So let's open this up and get our grand total. And our grand total for the week is 230,000 gold. That is a great week, our best week probably since the Mage Tower came out the first time. And that brings our total gold on hand for Season 2 of the Noob Gold Challenge to 930,000 gold. Will definitely, almost definitely, unless I get really lazy, hit the 1,000,000 mark next week. And that'll be pretty cool. But that's about it for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I really appreciate it. If you've enjoyed my content, please consider leaving a like, comment, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, etc., etc. And if you really want to support the channel, there's the join button below, or you can subscribe to me on Twitch. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you get a free Twitch subscription to the channel of your choice, and I would really appreciate it if you used it on me. Speaking of Twitch, we have new Twitch drops starting tonight. I will be streaming tonight on Twitch so that you guys can get your drops. We have the Cenarian Battle Pet, the Cenarian Hatchling Pet, and once you have claimed the Cenarian Hatchling, another 4 hours later, you will get the Swift Wind Steed mount. And as a reminder, if you have not got your Ichabod Harvest Golem yet, you have just a couple of days left to do so. Thank you so much for watching. Special thank you to my YouTube members, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you for making this channel possible.